All right. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. For the new subscribers, welcome. For the purposes of my videos, you can call me Q. Later, we'll discuss why I'll just use that. But this is a add-on from what I was stating from Bill Cosby, but it's actually really a new video for the Cosmic Choir, singing in the Cosmic Choir. Okay? I came up with this last year. Like I said, it was a lot of things that I have been putting by the wayside because I was in elemental training. I work with the elementals and spiritual ethers all the time. I literally will have to make a video on that of the actual ascension process because it goes back such a long way that it was just kind of like, hey, your turn. When he talk to you, call upon you. You know what's up. So, but I came up with this, received a vision because I was able to see some things and in a grid fashion, and was able to see constellations and galaxies and things. So I made this. Sorry for my drawing. My drawing here is talking about the Cosmic Choir. Now, these are all my planets, okay? All my planets here. We got Jupiter, Mars, Pluto. We have our Earth here, okay? Now, mind you, all the planets, they all are frequencies. And so when they are in the cosmos and they are singing everybody's notes, everybody's doing their thing, everybody knows that Jupiter is the big N. Okay, so he's the one, the conductor. Okay, that's what I've made him to be. So here we got a bass clef, and we got, he's 12 million years old. He got the Jupiter up there and Pluto. And then, like I said, we have Earth here. Now, when it's time for them to start singing, because everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing during the frequency times that they're supposed to be doing it, during the seasonal times that they're supposed to be doing it, for those who have an ear to hear, pay attention, that during that time, you're supposed to drop off the density of yourself, of all the patterns that you've all had, whether they be good, bad, like, oh man, I gotta stop eating these chips. I gotta stop watching this show. I really gotta spend more time with my kids. I really need to rub my feet and give me some TLC. You, getting back to you, dropping off the patterns from yourself. When you're able to do that, when it's your turn here, Earth, everybody's on time. Everybody's got their notes. Everybody knows the song of the cosmos. But Earth, because we are so negative with all the, everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody's going to point the finger. Everybody wants to be the superhero. Okay? But never take responsibility for themselves. We ain't going to go there again. But therefore, when that happens, in the event that we don't come in on time of our note, because look at him, as soon as we don't come in, we come in as static frequency, flat in the cosmos. They tired of hearing that up there. So the ancestors and the guides are trying to come down to be able to help us, to let us know, hey, wake up. We got to get it right this time. Okay? So here's the planets up here. And now everybody's doing their business and singing on time. Pluto over here, he got his mustache and he mad, shaking his head. Now, mind you, I'm drawing this. I didn't know at the time that these planets were doing these motions too much. right? I love quantum, but I wasn't thinking about that. But he's shaking his head. Okay. Mars over here says not again. Because it's desolate. There's nothing there. So they think. Okay. That's another story. Go back in the 60s and 70s and 40s. I'll talk about that later. But then we got Jupiter over here. He says, oh man, I'm 12 million years old. He's doing the crochet numbers over here. We got some beam notes. Beam notes over here. But we got Earth over here. I named it Can't Get Right. Okay? That's us. Can't get it right. We got to get it right this time, brothers and sisters. Okay? For those who have an ear to hear. But we do come across as static. And when that happens, the planets start to bug out. Okay? He's the cosmic conductor, Jupiter, of the overseer of the collective space. He's connected to Sirius. Now, for those who have an ear to hear, that do know about the ley lines and know about the fact that all the ley lines have a lot to do with the connections of all of our sacred space. It has to do with the cosmology, astronomy, science, astrology. If I didn't say it, I'm sorry. Let me take a drink of water. Anyway, I'm so excited today. I don't know why I got so much energy. Sorry. But anyway, but it connects to Sirius and it's surrounding the photon belt. If I didn't mention previously in some of my other videos, I grew up in the Bible Belt too. Man, I don't even, for those who know about the Bible Belt, let's just say I know now why I'm here about this time, because of me growing up in those areas and knowing about certain things and seeing certain things and looking at people in certain ways and paid attention a lot. Okay. So since I paid attention a lot, the spiritual realms and the ancestors and the guides, really the elementals mainly, always made me sure that I was reminded about the power that I had. Made my family pretty nervous. Some of them didn't like it very much. Became kind of scary for them sometimes. You say something and then it happens like right away, or if it happens and then they come to you like, oh my God, why did you say that? You jinxed me. Or it's like, no. But that's my version of us in this cosmic choir, because of the things that we keep leading to our own understanding of things of, like I said, everybody points the finger in situations because, they feel guilty or they feel like they're wrong, or what if both of you are right? Go figure that. And you just didn't understand it in the way that they meant it. Communication is key at all times, and it's very pertinent for us, for humanity, to be able to understand that it's not about color at some point sometimes, but then there it is. Anybody who says that they don't see color, then you got a problem with them, because right now, so there are some real crazy things going on in the world. If you're not really paying attention, for those who have ears and eyes to see and see what's going on and paying attention to the symbolism and, a lot of the energies that's going on, you have to have proper discernment of spirit between people, man. So you better be aware. You could be sleeping with the enemy. You could be sleeping with, little Mary Poppins or something. Who knows? You just never know. I try to stay away from those British areas. I don't even want to touch that Meghan thing. because I can go pretty deep on that, especially esoterically and masonically and vertically. I don't, but forgive me. But one thing is this: um, this cosmic choir, that has a lot to do with being able to receive all of your blessings and your gifts that you think that you're supposed to be able to receive. God blesses the child. If for those who believe in that energy of knowing that the Christ energy, in order to be even to receive any of the gifts, you have to be able to drop off some of those patterns and at least 50% of them before you could even really be able to think that you're going to be saved at some point. And I'm not meaning saved as in going to heaven, but it meaning saved to be able to pull yourself out from being stuck. You know, we start to feel guilty from helping people, and it's our family members are the main ones, man. Sorry, my t-shirt keeps popping out, but and my bra, yeah, but our families are the main ones. I be in September, I really tried to get a hold of some of my family members once I knew I was supposed to lay the hammer down at some point and explain what's going down. Um, I explained to some of my family members, especially me and my brother. I had a couple sisters that had passed away, so it was he and I left here, and I was explaining to him about the spiritual realm and the messages that I had been receiving, and that I needed to relay to humanity, and that he needed to pay attention. Well, he's water. And most people who know water, they're emotional. Um, he's a Pisces, and if you don't know how to swim very well through life and gravitate through life, you are bound to drizzle. So at that point, I tried to keep telling him over and over and over, like, hey, bro, I need to talk to you. And he just would not come by me. He wouldn't come. I even pulled the little baby sister thing, like, I need you, bro. Come on over. I need to spend some time with you, watch a movie or two. Something was going on. Those energies, he couldn't gravitate. He couldn't understand what was going on with him. And I just knew that something was going to happen. I didn't know the severity of it, but I knew that something was going to happen. And I kept trying to get him, and he just would not come. When our family members or people that we know that are drink, do drugs, they just cannot gravitate through life in a certain way because they don't know themselves. You got to know yourself. Do the spiritual internal work for yourself so that you don't keep falling and not understanding why, and you just keep doing this over and over and over. Okay? But he got into some real bad energy. Real bad energy. That Luciferic energy took over, and forgive me. Violence is not okay. But when you wake sleeping giants, things change. So I'm gonna say about that one, but got to drop away from yourself from all those density things, because if you can't gravitate, like I said, especially if you're not a person, like even if you were say a Sagittarius. Because sometimes with Sagittarius people, I don't know what some people may believe even on this channel either, but as far as astrology, but Sagittarius, they are just almost like a Scorpio with their raging energy. They might, if they're not able to harness their energy in such a way, they will not swim right either. You know, or Capricorns or Taurus, but they're kind of like almost the same. Well, a Capricorn, but a Capricorn is like a fish out of water. You know, I don't mean they can swim. Take them a minute, get some strokes. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna talk about none of them, but Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers, they're water, and this right now it's about fluidity. The retrograde is coming, and we definitely need to know that for those who can swim, backstroking, tighten up on that backstroke. For those who can swim, Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers, trust me. For those who can't, please help those. For those who can swim, help those who can't. Don't leave them by the wayside. Help thy brother and sisters. It's about self-reflection and emotional stability. So try not to be all in your feelings about different crap. You know, think about what you might have did or said to I'm sorry, chapstick, and got like a little hazy nose. It's pretty cold where I'm at. There are going to be some speedages in the next somewhat month, weeks. So please do your meditations, read your word, whatever it is that you do for your rituals, take your bath, your spiritual baths. I myself, I meditate. As far as getting out, getting some vitamin D, I do like to get out in the sun. I do receive a lot of my downloads like that by getting out and getting out in nature. For those that don't know, now I really truly know what a tree hugger is. Just kidding. But get out and, do some meditations, do some affirmations, some making sure that you're cleansing and eating healthy. Get rid of some of those things that you used to do that you don't. I mean that you don't do those things. Definitely get rid of some. I was actually gonna say cleaning, like doing some household cleaning, and make sure you're clearing your space, making sure that it's livable so that you feel comfortable. Because if it's cluttered, then your mind's gonna be cluttered. You're gonna be able to think comfortable, and it's not gonna be a good thing. You're gonna start to sink. Blah 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 blah. Sorry. Anyway, but thanks for listening about my cosmic choir. But I thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Always come back to the channel. Hit me up on children of the sun 12 at gmail.com. Later, I'll have a phone number so we can probably chop it up on some lines. I'd like to be able to network with a couple people here on YouTube. They do, I noticed that they have that Hangouts attached to the YouTube where we could do like a podcast. So if any of you have that, then you can email, let me know. If you have that particular app, I don't know whether or not you have to have it or not. I didn't have it on my phone or the computer, and it still worked. and I was able to do it and record and add someone else on. But it was pretty cool. And I'd like to do that because a lot of people have already been saying that they wanted to, but they just really kind of scared to kind of step out their own faith to start doing their own videos. But I just was taking, not so much of taking my time. Like I said, I really have my hands in a lot of other stuff. And I was a person who had 3 jobs all their whole entire life, 2 and 3 jobs. I didn't have any children. I only had 1 child, and not until I was like 38. And she is a special little girl. We'll talk about her too. And but I really want to make sure that putting those out there now, especially about the previous videos, because in the event something happens to poor old Bill Cosby, we'll know by this point, because I believe it's going to be there, is where his, I'm not going to say his, well, obviously his demise and or passing. But scratch that. I'm sorry. That was wrong. See what else. I don't know. I love you guys. Thank you for being a subscriber and coming back. And, I really, really am going to try to put some more videos out when I need to. I just been led so many different places to do different things and assist in certain ways I had to really, really hold some space and clear myself and not taking others' energy and or bullcorn. I've been trying to stop cursing. It don't matter, but All right. Love you guys. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Blessings. Namaste to you. Love you. Bye-bye.